On to debate number 2 on the Newshour Agenda this evening. The India versus Bharat fight has escalated, with the BJP MP now demanding that the word India should be removed from the constitution and it should be replaced with the word Bharat instead. Making a case for such a change, BJP MP Naresh Bansal has argued that the name India is a symbol of slavery, as it was used by the British when they ruled the country. He's also said that the symbol of slavery should be uprooted and done away with completely. Listen in.
भारतवर्ष मेरी आइडेंटिटी है और उनको अगर ये लगता है तो वो रखें, मुझे उससे कोई आपत्ति नहीं है। लेकिन मैंने अपनी भावना को व्यक्त किया है और आज जो स्वतंत्र भारत में जिन्होंने जन्म लिया है, मेरे जैसे सब लोग यही चाहते हैं कि संविधान से गुलामी की मानसिकता का इंडिया शब्द हटना चाहिए, क्योंकि विश्व के अंदर किसी भी देश के दो नाम नहीं है, किसी भी देश का ट्रांसलेशन नहीं है नाम का, किसी भी देश का मुझे कोई बता दे। तो भारत का इंडिया के नाम से भारत जाना जाए, ये क्या आवश्यक है? भारत भारत के नाम से जाना चाहिए।
The replace India with Bharat pitch has raised the opposition's hackles as it comes in the backdrop of the united opposition choosing to name itself India. Hitting out at the BJP MP Sanjay Singh has pointed out to several government schemes named after the word India, asking the Saffron Party who gave schemes such as Startup India, Make in India and Khelo India.
तो बीजेपी फॉर इंडिया है जो है वो ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी का संगठन है। अच्छा, डिजिटल इंडिया किसने दिया? प्रधानमंत्री। तो प्रधानमंत्री अंग्रेजों के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। स्टार्टअप इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया, खेलो इंडिया, बढ़ेगा इंडिया, क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट, भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन, ये किसका आंदोलन था? भारत के स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानियों का। और उस आंदोलन की पीठ में छुरा मारने का काम भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पुरखों ने किया। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी ने उस दौरान अंग्रेज गवर्नर को चिट्ठी लिखी और कहा कि क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट को, भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन को खत्म कर देना चाहिए। तो ये इनकी पहचान है।
लेकिन इंडिया शब्द से इतनी नाराजगी क्यों है? अब तक तो मेक इन इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, वेक अप इंडिया, पता नहीं कितने इनके स्लोगन से उसमें इंडिया को इस्तेमाल करते थे। अब जैसा ही विपक्ष पार्टियों ने अपने गठबंधन का नाम इंडिया लगा तो इंडिया से इनको नफरत होने लगी है। इनको इससे एकदम साफ हो रहा है कि जिस तरह से विपक्ष पार्टियां जुड़ते जा रही हैं, जिस तरह से उनके मीटिंग्स हो रहे हैं, जिस तरह से कर्नाटका में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बुरी हार हुई है और जिस तरह से वो सांसद में जवाब दे नहीं पा रहे हैं, इससे साफ जाहिर है कि इनमें जो मतलब नर्वसनेस शुरू हुई है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
For more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Manish Barriar is a political analyst. Joining us with us also is Sameer Singh, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Mr. Purar Gandhi is a spokesperson of the DMK. Suman Siraman as well as Tuin Sinha continue to be with us. Let me start by putting a question across to the BJP. Mr. Tuin Sinha, is this something that your party officially endorses? Where do you stand on this? Because the argument coming from the opposition is that such a move is happening right after the I.N.D.A. announcement of its alliance, and therefore it's some kind of a move to target the opposition alliance.
Well, Madhav, Article 1 of the Constitution mentions, the name of the country as India, that is Bharat. It continues to be so at this point of time, so there is absolutely no immediate move or no immediate consideration over the renaming. Having said that, the debate over the country's nomenclature should have begun long ago. The word India has existed from 4th century BC. It has derived from the word Sindhu Nadi. The word Bharat predates that by many centuries. References of that are found in the Mahabharata. So I think, it's always a good thing. In fact, even in the past, private member bills have been brought into this effect, but, the stand of a single MP does not mean that is the stand of the party. Having said that, debate is always a good thing in democracy, and I think 76 years down the line, it's a good time to reopen the debate.
Okay, I want Sameer Singh to comment on that. Sameer Singh, do you think that, the fact that the name Bharat, according to the BJP MP, and of course Tuin Sinha also expresses that it is a older name, it is a more traditional name, more rooted in the etymology, more rooted in the religion, of course, but at the same time says that it's perhaps a better representation of what we as a country are than the word India, which was used by colonial rulers in the past. How do you respond to that, Sameer Singh?
Madhav, 9 years, 2 consecutive terms, and the BJP, or if since what the BJP spokesman is saying, that it's a single person, single MP's opinion, but even in that case, 9 years, and they realize it now that India is a baggage of is a colonial baggage that was forcefully imposed on the country and should be changed. But on the same hand, the BJP spokesperson clearly says, as mentioned in the constitution, India, that is Bharat. So India and Bharat both are perfectly all right. And I want to ask a question to the BJP and to the entire panel right now. Had this proposal, if this proposal had come from the opposition at any point between 2014 and now, how would the BJP have reacted? Having said this, I think it is a victory for the opposition. The exasperation of the I.N.D.I.A, of the BJP spokespersons, of the BJP ministers and the Prime Minister from the united opposition, and the problem that we are seeing, because India is something that the nationalism is something that the BJP has been advocating and promoting themselves as nationalists since they have come into
Manish Barriar, is it sign of exasperation? As Samir Singh would have us believe, he says, this is the BJP getting exasperated.
They are ready to all that.
Yeah.
And now
Manish Barriar, I want Manish to comment on that. Yes.
Opposition is
You made a point, Samir. Now let's others come in, please. Manish.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah, good evening, Madhav, and to the other co-panelists. Absolutely not. Was Chennai not, renamed? Madras was renamed Chennai, and there were reasons for that, right? Nobody opposed it, and Bombay became Mumbai. Ceylon, even the country Sri Lanka, it became Sri Lanka, and there are several other examples of country renaming themselves because it was imposed on them. So, this entire argument that because it is now a group of opposition parties who are saying that it is India, we want to change it. Even if you go back to history, in the Constituent Assembly also, there was a huge debate. And this India, alias Bharat, it came after a lot of, there was no consensus on that. And therefore, more like a compromise, this India and Bharat came. But so this is not something which is new. And this debate has been there for a long, long period of time. Now it has gone into a new connotation, but we have been, kind of debating India versus Bharat in terms of that Bharat lives, in the rural towns and villages, in our culture, in our ethos, everything. And India is more about colonial past and more about people who represent 2% of this country. So this debate has been going on for a long period of time. For opposition to say something like this, I think it is completely unacceptable.
Okay. Let me take this across, in fact, to Mr. Purar Gandhi. Mr. Purar Gandhi, it's interesting that Manish mentioned the Constituent Assembly debates. I just want to read out 2 quick sentences from 2 of the persons who were part of that debate. This is what was said by Seth Govindas. He says that India, that is Bharat, are not beautiful words for the name of a country. We should have put the words Bharat, known as India, also in foreign countries. That have been more appropriate than the former expression. We should, however, have satisfaction that we are today giving the country the name of Bharat. This is a gentleman by the name of Muhammad Tahir, who at that point of time said in the year 1949, if somebody would have asked Dr. Saab about his homeland, he's referring to Dr. Ambedkar, he could have replied with pride that he belonged to Bharat or India or Hindustan. But now the Honorable Doctor will have to reply in these words, I belong to India, that is Bharat. Now it is for you to see what a beautiful reply it is. So there were questions about the naming during the Constituent Assembly debates itself, and examples being cited by Manish Barriar about how countries themselves have been renamed because they were part of some kind of colonial baggage. How do you respond to this, Mr. Gandhi?
See, Madhav, there is no dispute with respect to the names India or Bharat. Even Article 1 clearly says that India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. That is not the dispute here.
Absolutely.
The issue here is when we, that is the opposition parties, took the acronym India, they want to discard India. This demonstrates the mindset and also the divisive politics of BJP and right-wing forces, because currently the acronym India is a secular formation. By saying Bharat, they want to give a religious color and polarize. This is what the whole issue is. Because this is what they did in Gujarat. The BJP pitted Hindus against Muslim, and so do in the rest of the country. Likewise, currently, Manipur is also a classic example, where a civil war is underway because of the divisive politics and divisive policies of BJP. They pitted majority Maithis against the minority Kukis, and more specifically, Hindus against Christians, and so on. The problem is, I'm just finishing it.
Till yesterday, they claimed to be the saviors of India. The Prime Minister Modi and BJP was claiming that a new India is in the making, a resurgent India is in the making under BJP, make in India, skill India, and was preaching India everywhere, even in international fora. So assuming, let me put a question to the BJP spokesperson, assuming instead of the acronym India, had the opposition used the acronym Rama, R-A-M-A, will BJP and the Prime Minister disown Rama and start constructing temple in Ayodhya? Will BJP then say that the Bharat is a land of Ravana?
Okay,
and give their claim to Rama?
Let's not.
Where are we getting to?
Yeah. Let's not bring religion to this extent into this debate.
No,
We're talking about one
this is
second.
not a question of. This is what BJP is trying to do.
Okay, this
BJP
is your allegation.
Fine,
that's your
politics.
allegation. I want Tuhin to respond to that. Tuhin, multiple questions that have come up from what Mr. Gandhi has just said. Please respond to them because there are several points he has raised. Tuhin.
You know, Madhav, Mr. Gandhi's comments show a complete lack of comprehension of the issue. As I mentioned in the starting comments, we see no difference between India and Bharat per se. Having said that, Bharat has been at the core of India's resurgence in the last 9 years. There has been unprecedented empowerment of our vernacular population, of our rural population, thanks to the new NEP policy, thanks to 13 crore people being pulled out of poverty. Now, tomorrow, you know, if you follow the social trends, if there is a majority view in the country which believes that it should be the name of the country, please let me complete. Tomorrow, if there is a majority view that believes the name of the country should be Bharat, that is India, who are we to stop it? We respect the wishes of the people. If tomorrow, you know, a majority of the MPs want it, and I am not a soothsayer, but if 5 years down the line, a situation like that emerges, who are we to stop it?
Madhav.
I want Suman to come in. Suman, this is a question, and you know, I want to come to.
I repeat what I said at the start. As of now, there is no proposal for any renaming.
Yeah, I want to bring in another example. Suman, one second, please.
Or even remote consideration.
One at a time, gentlemen, one at a time. We can't have so many people shouting against each other. Mr. Gandhi wanted to respond to Tuhin. I'm going to give him a quick 30 seconds to respond, and then I'm coming to you, Suman. Yes.
Only one question. Then why your MP is saying that the word India should be removed from the Constitution? Is it an official line of BJP?
No, because if you go into history, even in 2014, a private member bill to this effect had been introduced. There have been several private member bills to this effect.
Yeah, and let me come on that point. Let me come on that point. In the year 2012,
are you short of understanding, sir?
Yeah. Gentlemen, let me just come in now. Suman Raman, in the year 2012, Shantaram Nayak of the Congress party proposed a similar bill where he said India only refers to a territorial area, whereas Bharat refers to more than just territory. We say Bharat Mata ki jai, we don't say India ki jai. This was a Congress member of parliament and a former MOS, if I'm not mistaken, who has actually put this on, proposed this in the parliament. So it's not just something coming in from the BJP side.
Why do we say Jai Hind? Okay, let's not get into this issue. But Madhav,
it's India versus Bharat, sir.
No. One quick point. I think the acronym I.N.D.I.A. has rattled the BJP so much. I mean, every day on social media, you've got people from the BJP putting out stuff. Their supporters coming out and saying we must go to court and get a ban on the usage of this. Why not they coin an acronym saying Bharatiya something HARAT and say let's make it India versus Bharat? It's a good idea. Take it to the voter and let the voter decide whether they want the India alliance or the Bharat alliance.
So on a lighter note, the party's name is Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yeah,
I think you're forgetting that.
Exactly. No. They can come up with the BH expansions for that. I mean, they're very good at it in coming up with the expansions. I mean, with the acronyms for various stuff, which they've done with unfailing regularity over the last few years. The Prime Minister actually excels at that. So this could be a challenge.
They will say we already represent Bharat. Tuhin is saying that we have already worked for Bharat.
Good, then why are you getting rattled by I.N.D.I.A. versus BJP?
No,
it's not a problem, right? It's not a problem. Why would you say I want to go to court?
Who's getting rattled?
We will go to court and we should... Oh my God.
Who's getting rattled? We are only saying that you don't reflect the virtues of India.
Mr. Mahesh, which party is Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani? Did you see his tweet? He says potentially they must go to court and try to get it blocked, get the usage of that name blocked. And Mr. Gurumurthy is a supporter of this party.
Mr. Sumant C. Raman, today I can coin an acronym for Bharat's Alliance for Resurgence and Transformation. But the fact is, we don't believe in retaliatory politics. We are so confident of N.D.A. that we don't need to. We don't need to get into this Bharat versus India debate.
Why do you want to go to court? Why do you want to go to court and get it bad?
And incidentally, the precedent.
I'm not aware.
Gentlemen, we're going round in circles. Let me just come in. Sumant and Tuhin, let me just come in. 2 points that I want to make very quickly. We are almost out of time. So very quickly. The fact is that in June 2020, the Supreme Court has declined to change the name on the basis of a petition of the same issue of changing the name of India to Bharat, because it is there in the Constitution. Both have constitutional validity, as has been mentioned in Article 1 by one of the other panelists. But I want to ask Tuhin a very practical question. Today, responding to this controversy, Akhilesh Yadav says that RBI के नोटों से भी आप इंडिया हटाएंगे क्या? So the question that then arises is this really something practical? You're going to change RBI's name, you'll have to change what's written on every single currency note in India. How far are we going to take this? And is this really a practical move at all?
No, I think, I think you can spare me of this hypothetical question. When I said there is no proposal of renaming, why do we get into these hypothetical questions raised by Akhilesh Yadav, the same guy who spread vaccine hesitancy in the country?
Because you also did say that the core of it there is an argument. Yeah. Okay, Sumant wants to respond to you.
No. Since Mr. Tuhin said I don't.
Why I mentioned vaccine hesitancy is that you can gauge his IQ from that.
Mr. Sinha,
it's okay, sir. He's been a chief minister of a state. Yeah. Okay, Sumant, quickly, yes, please.
Says, the government of India should examine the provisions of the Emblems and Names Act 1950, Section 3. Which prohibits the use of the name of the Republic or Union of India. Using that name for political purposes is improper use. The offence is punishable only with a fine. It should be easy for the central government to introduce an amendment to the act making the offence punishable, blah, 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 blah. Now, Mr. Tuhin Sinha, can you give us an assurance that you won't go to court to try and get a ban on the usage of I.N.D.I.A? Let's ask Mr. Sinha, Madhav. Let him answer, please.
Okay, quick, 10-second response. We're almost out of time. 10-second response. Tuhin, it's a hypothetical question, but Tuhin.
I have said this very categorically. I have said this very categorically. As a party, we are least bothered whatever acronym if we create.
Okay, as a party, we are least bothered. In fact, Mr. Nadda today has also said that whatever...
We can't take responsibility for everybody.
Yes. I believe the BJP president has also said at a particular meeting that whatever the opposition is, it is. Whatever name they may call themselves, that does not matter to the BJP. That's the position that the BJP is taking. Of course, remains to be seen in the run-up to 2024 how things pan out. I'd like to thank all our panelists, Tuhin Sinha, Manish Barriar, Dr. Suman Siraman, Samir Singh, as well as Purar Gandhi for joining us this evening.